This'll teach you not to mess with Derek Kline. The thug who appeared to be the leader cracked his knuckles. Aiden couldn't believe he had landed in this situation. Tied to a chair in the middle of a mysterious basement. Kidnapped by goons who were hired by Vanessa's new boyfriend, Derek. So you guys are Derek's lackeys? As Aiden spoke, he tried desperately to break free of his restraints, to no avail. The main thug stepped closer to Aiden, a sneer forming on his face. Watch it, punk. You're in no position to get smart with us. Aiden grinned. Listen, whatever Derek's paying you, I'll pay you double. Then you can go rough up Derek instead of me. What do you say? One of the thugs punched Aiden in the stomach, hard. Shut up, the thug bellowed. You're not in a position to give orders. Aiden spat on the ground. You're in no position to fight me. Trust me. The three thugs started laughing. The main thug wiped tears from his eyes as he spoke. Fight you? Look at you. You're tied up. What are you gonna do to us? Aiden smirked. One last warning. That's all you get. Release me. Now. You don't have the money to pay us anyway. Save your tips, delivery boy. The main thug clapped his hand on Aiden's shoulder. Enough talk. Let's do this. Without another moment's hesitation, the three thugs charged Aiden. The main thug landed a punch squarely in Aiden's jaw. The force of the punch knocked Aiden over in his chair. He crashed to the ground. The second thug reeled his leg back, preparing for a kick. I've got you right where I want you, Aiden snickered. As the second thug reeled back, Aiden kicked his standing leg. Ah! The second thug buckled at the knees, moaning in pain as Aiden, still tied to the chair, rolled onto his back and leapt to his feet in one fluid motion. Why don't you guys take a seat? Aiden reeled around, using the legs of the chair to land hits on the other two thugs. Oh! The second thug writhed in pain on the ground as the other two fell backward. Aiden landed some quick kicks on the thug on the ground. The main thug caught his balance from Aiden's attack, charging him again. You're gonna pay for that, bastard! As he ran forward, Aiden spun around again, using the chair legs to block the thug's attacks. As the thug crashed into the chair, the legs and back of the chair snapped in half. Aiden's restraints came undone and spooled onto the ground. Aiden whipped around. Hey, thanks. You just made this a whole lot easier. Without missing a beat, Aiden picked up two of the chair legs from the ground, wielding them like swords. The third thug attacked, but Aiden landed a series of quick attacks with the chair leg, while using his own leg to kick the main thug in the head. The third thug was from the impact, his nose. The main thug shouted, Do something, you morons! There are three of us and one of him! Aiden chuckled. Well, you know what they say. Quality over quantity. Aiden tossed one of the chair legs at the third thug, hitting him forehead, knocking him unconscious. It was just Aiden and the main thug left. The main thug cracked his knuckles again. I'm gonna finish this, now. Aiden smirked. Bring it on. The main thug jumped into the air, landing a roundhouse kick on Aiden's jaw. Aiden felt a in his jaw. The main thug then landed a few more quick punches to Aiden's gut. Aiden stumbled backward. The main thug laughed. Had enough? Aiden wiped from his mouth. Not even close. Aiden quickly picked up the rope from the ground as the main thug charged him. Aiden dodged him, sidestepping his attack as he wrapped the rope around the last remaining chair leg. Then, he swung the rope around, using the chair leg like a nunchuck. Give Derek my regards. The makeshift nunchuck whacked the main thug. Aiden heard a and watched as the main thug fell unconscious onto the ground. Aiden exhaled sharply, looming over the three now unconscious thugs in the basement. The blow he took to the head was overtaking him. He could feel his consciousness fading. "I've got to find my stuff." He quickly searched the room, finding his phone and other belongings. Without wasting a second, Aiden staggered out of the basement. Aiden limped along the road, catching stray stares from passers-by. He could feel that he was about to pass out any minute. He dialed a number on his phone.
"Hello?"
Cyrus answered on the other end.
"Aiden, is that you? Is everything all right?"
"I'm fine, Cyrus, Before Aiden could finish speaking, he passed out cold on the side of the road. Aiden came to a few hours later, lying on his back on the sidewalk. Cyrus was crouching over him, trying to staunch the bleeding coming from the gash on his head.
"Aiden? Aiden, can you hear me? Are you okay?"
Aiden blinked up at Cyrus.
"I'm fine, Cyrus." "How did this happen? Who did this to you, Aiden?"
"I was kidnapped by some thugs." Aiden's head was spinning.
"We've got to get you help now."
Cyrus tried to help Aiden up.
"Take me home, Cyrus. Take me back to the Stone Mansion."
Cyrus shook his head.
"What? No, we've got to get you to the Tiger Group physician. He'll fix you up."
Aiden sat up, spitting some from his mouth onto the curb.
"That's an order, Cyrus. Take me home."
Cyrus looked shocked.
"Very well, Tiger, if that's what you want."
Cyrus helped Aiden into his car, then drove him back to the Stone family mansion. As Aiden stepped out of the car, Cyrus called after him.
"Take care of yourself, Aiden. We'll speak more about this when you feel better."
Cyrus drove off, and Aiden headed inside the Stone family mansion. As Aiden entered, he heard voices.
"You really should come and have dinner with us every night, Craig."
It was Sandra Stone. He could hear her talking in the dining room.
"Ugh, Craig's back again,"
Aiden thought, stumbling toward the dining room. As he approached, Aiden overheard Craig.
"I would gladly come here every night if I could, Mrs. Stone. Your cooking is always delicious. It's just, the sight of your son-in-law, Aiden, spoiled my appetite."
Sandra laughed boisterously.
"Don't worry about him. We'll make sure that marriage is annulled soon enough."
Craig snickered.
"That's good news. I don't usually let delivery boys dine with me."
Sandra laughed again as Aiden entered the dining room. He saw Robert, Sandra, Craig, and Ava all gathered around, drinking and eating a delicious meal. As he entered, Ava screamed at the sight of his face.
"Oh my God, Aiden!"
She jumped up from her chair, racing toward him. Sandra also gasped with terror at the sight of Aiden. Ava reached Aiden, running her fingers across his face.
"What happened to you? Who did this to you?"
Craig stood up, turning his nose up at Aiden.
"Guess it's time for me to go. I think my appetite's been ruined after all."
Sandra stood up as well, trying to convince Craig to stay.
"No, please don't leave, Craig."
She turned to Aiden.
"How dare you interrupt our meal like this?"
Ava turned around, hissing at Sandra.
"Mother, please."
She patted Aiden's shoulder.
"Come upstairs with me. I'll get you cleaned up."
She started to lead him upstairs to her room. Meanwhile, Sandra led Craig to the front door. As Aiden left, he overheard Sandra call out to Craig.
"And don't forget Ava's birthday."
He nodded.
"I won't, Mrs. Stone."
Craig left as Ava hurried Aiden up to her room. Aiden took a shower while Ava prepared some bandages for him. When he emerged, he draped the towel around himself and started to get dressed when Ava called out to him.
"Aiden, come here, I'm ready. Let me patch you up."
Aiden froze, looking down at his towel.
Are you sure?"
Ava giggled and patted her bed, gesturing for him to sit. As she leaned in to clean the wounds on his face, their eyes met, a moment of heated tension between them. Ava broke the silence.
"You know, you really do find
A million different ways to make my life a living hell. She laughed and shook her head flirtatiously. Aiden chuckled back. Yeah, sorry about that. It's okay. There was another long moment of silence between them. Ava lowered her hand, her eyes gleaming up at Aiden. Slowly, she leaned in, almost as though she was about to kiss him. Then Aiden realized she was only going in closer to take a look at his head wound. You got hit pretty bad here, huh? Aiden smirked to himself. Yeah. She continued dressing his wound. There. All done. Aiden smiled at her. Thanks, Ava. No problem. Aiden got up reluctantly. Well, back to the staff quarters for me, he joked. Ava laughed. He opened the door to the bedroom, but right as he did, Ava called out. Aiden, wait. Why did Ava tell Aiden to wait? Will Aiden confront Derek for sending armed thugs after him?
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.